Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Love and Light Show. Your special guest is Monique Hayes, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about body talk today. We're going to be talking about connecting you to all of your bodies, so physical, and mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, so you can be like super energetically in alignment with them. And I'm so excited to be talking about how we can do awesome energetic hygiene as well, and how you can connect the mystical and the science with Monique so that we can like really be our like happiest, healthiest versions of ourselves in this world, which is super exciting. And this is the Love and Light Show where every week, usually on Mondays, but we're getting all kinds of extra awesome energy in. So we're doing Wednesday shows too. We have bonus shows, yay, at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, that connects you guys to different light workers and healers and badass spiritual entrepreneurs and amazing heart-centered people in this world that will support you on your healing journey, so that you guys get different tips and tricks and healing modalities and different things that will support you on your healing journey to move you into a little bit better rejection for that better version of yourself, and that you can show up as a higher and best version of yourself in your relationships, in your friends and family group, in your community, so we can all be that change that we want to see in the world and make the world a better place. And definitely say hi to us as you're popping on live. There's 3 of you guys on live now, and Bill's saying, hey, hey. And we can't see you as you pop on live. So you have to let us know, because when we're on the Be Live platform, it doesn't just pop your name in. You have to say hi for us to know that you're here, and definitely engage with us after the show as well and say, hey, if you're catching the replay. And I'm Laura McPhee. I'm a joyful goddess. I'm a speaker, healer, and life coach who loves to guide women through all things self-love and self-care and sexual empowerment so that we can get to our dream happy lives together and show up as the highest and best version of yourself as a woman, as a mother, as a partner, as a friend, as a sister, as a light worker in this world. There's all these different titles that we have so that we can truly love our lives and like live in our own joy and bliss and highest and best vibrational expression that you want to have in your life, so you can truly show up how you want to be in this world, and you can be your own change that you want to see in the world and shine your light brightly, which is what I get super excited about. And what I'm so excited about in my life right now is From Broken to Blissful. I did that free masterclass last Monday. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'll put the link in the comments below so you can get it. And it's like an hour and a half of me explaining my process of from broken to blissful. And it goes deep into all things self-love and how you can get to a point when you're unconditionally loving yourself. I give tons of like book recommendations and program recommendations and exercises, and I have healings throughout so that you guys can literally take this masterclass and like go and run with it and be a better version of yourself and get your feet wet on that journey. I also go into how you can heal from your past and love your partner. So have more loving relationships in your life, and also have an incredible relationship with your intimate partner, having those high vibe conscious relationships in your life. And if that's resonating with you, I encourage you to check the links after. And if that's like really calling to your heart and you're like, I love Laura and she's like a guide on my journey and I know that, definitely let me know, because enrollment closes on Monday, probably like an hour before the class starts Monday night, for that 3-month group coaching and healing program, just so that we can dive really deep into your dreams and desires and goals and get you where you want to be in 3 months to have a huge transformation in your life to get to your bliss. So I'm super excited to be doing that. And hey, everyone popping on. Hi, Bridget. She says, hello, ladies. And Christy, hey, happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. And our beautiful guest today is an energy healer and health mindset coach who makes the mystical make sense and then helps you with that to heal from your past and heal from that inside out place where you're super fulfilled and awesome. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I loved listening to all of that. I was like, wow, you could read me a bedtime story. You have a really relaxing voice.
Aw, thank you. And in my head, I'm like, I feel like I'm still a little bit shaky. Like I was telling Monique beforehand that I got a little bit triggered by a guy's comment about what I'm doing now and how I'm sharing certain things that he feels is offensive and sexually explicit and other things like that. And I'm like, I have a show to do. And like, I hate that just made me shaky. Yeah. So I'm glad that you feel that my voice sounds very good right now. Thank you for that.
But it's almost like, so nothing happens by coincidence, right? So it's like how perfect that happened before this. Cause I think that it's important to bring up, like being an energy healer and working with women and men who have blockages in their energy field. Your energy field holds all of your emotions. So if anything happened like in your past with sexuality or sexual trauma or anything that we felt shamed around sex, and you're not facing it, you're not willing to deal with it, you then project that onto other people. So everything that you're seeing in other people, how that guy was saying, like, I can't believe you're doing this, or how could you, I used to have respect for you, whatever he said, like, that's an opportunity for him to look within himself, and anyone else who feels triggered by someone sharing about their past experiences, whatever it may be. Sexuality is just the one that is the most taboo typically in this culture. It's like, it's an opportunity to look within to see, where are you really hiding from yourself in that area? Where are you not willing to look face to face and heal some of those emotional wounds and open up your energy field to welcome more people like you into it to help. So I think that's like a really good opportunity to announce that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I love it. I'm like, everything happens for me. The universe is always working for me. So I like that I have that so deeply ingrained in myself, but still it's like, I like it when everything flows really well.
Yeah.
Those learning lessons that pop up at inconvenient times.
Yeah, totally get it.
Awesome. So I'd love if you would share with us how you got into the mental, physical, spiritual bodies, and how that has helped you on your journey and how you help other people with it.
Yeah, totally. So this has been about that I've known of, about a 3-year journey, but it's been like my entire life. I grew up, I'm going to try to say this in a very condensed version, because this is kind of how I've established my practice and why I dub myself as right now as like a health mindset coach, because health is not just the physical body, as you know. And so when I was younger, I grew up with like awful asthma, terrible asthma. I think I got diagnosed when I was about 8, and up for about 15 years, I had really bad asthma and allergies. I was allergic to everything, most animals, all seasons. And it was awful because I live in Northeast Ohio. So when spring comes, it like comes with a vengeance. And so, and then I started breaking out in eczema, like having like skin rashes. And I played volleyball in high school. So imagine wearing a little spandex outfit and like skin rashes everywhere. So it was awful. And I was just like thrown medication all of the time, like not really asking anything about my diet or anything like that. I didn't know. I'd always been drawn to like, our bodies can heal. Why does my skin heal when I scrape myself and it scabs up and it heals? But people think that internally you can't heal. And so it never really made sense to me. And I was always really sensitive and to other people and emotional and a really good judge of character, even as a kid. And then I started in college. I was depressed. I was doing something I didn't want to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was depressed. I developed bulimia in college, really bad body image as well. Basically hated myself. I did not value myself at all. And I was always, what was I just going to say? I was always, back pain. I always had back pain. That's what it was. And like, but I went to 3 different doctors and they're like, we don't know what your back pain is. I have a twin sister. So they're like, maybe you're just feeling like the twin pain syndrome, whatever is the phantom pain stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can feel the back pain. It's there. And so I was like, whatever. So then I started studying. I took a couple nutrition classes in college, started going for health education. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Like the medical field doesn't make sense to me. This makes sense. So anyways, I started exploring with my diet. I went to grad school because I didn't know what else to do. So I went to grad school and started exploring with my diet, cut out wheat and dairy I'd been eating my entire life, and cured myself of asthma. It's been 6 years and I haven't had an inhaler. And everyone's like, when you have asthma, you have it for life. I'm like, no, that's bullshit, because I'm living proof that you don't need it. I haven't had an eczema breakout. I haven't had an eczema breakout since like my early college years, and my allergies are like significantly reduced. And if I eat something, I'll like wake up with a stuffy nose or something if I eat something that triggered me. But overall, it's like my physical health was drastically improved, but I was still depressed. I was still bulimic, even though I was eating healthy. I knew what to eat, but I didn't know why I wasn't doing it. And this is the thing, like, why do we do the things that we know aren't good for us? Yeah. And so then I shifted my my energy towards the emotional side of healing. And I'm like, okay, I've changed my diet. and it helped me here, but it's not helping me here. I was feeling so empty inside. I was working a job. This company literally created this position for me. And I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome. But I was miserable. I was so miserable. And I thought that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't. And the environment was negative. It was kind of a hostile environment. And so at the time, I didn't even know what an empath was. I didn't know what energy healing was. I didn't know what any of that was. I was about 24, 25. And I'm 28 now. And so I'm like, something's got to give here. Put it out to the universe. You always get what you ask for. So I was led to this retreat in Costa Rica, and it was about 7.5 days long. And it was all about emotional healing. I didn't even know what emotional healing was. I didn't even know what I was signing up for. I listened to a podcast that sounded really cool. I'm like, I have to go to this. I was just being pulled.
Yes, I love it.
So I went, and it was facilitated by an emotional healer and an energy healer. And I had so many repressed emotions from childhood, emotional wounds, just because, I mean, as children, most of the time, we're not given the unconditional love that we're supposed to be given, as just like being a child and needing that. And so I had a lot of emotional wounds. So I did a ton of work that week. And then for the next year, cured my depression and my bulimia. No longer depressed, no longer bulimic. Like when I say bulimic, I mean hardcore. Like I presented myself as this healthy, happy person, but I was also like a perfectionist. And I looked at myself, I was 25 pounds heavier than I am now. And I'm just like, why is this happening to me? I know what to eat. Why can't I'm eating healthy, but I was eating like mass amounts. Like I was eating until I was stuffed. And then I was purging multiple times. When I was stressed, I'd turn to food and all of this stuff, but nobody knew except my sister. And I'm like, this is not, like, this should not be how I live. I can't have this anxiety around food every time I go to a social gathering, every time I'm like at a grocery store. Like it was so bad. And so, but then I did this emotional healing and I dealt with the underlying issues that were causing this stuff. And it took some time. It took, like I said, about a year and a half, but I don't even think about it anymore. There's sometimes that if I eat a lot, my stomach will hurt and I'll be like, oh, remember those days? I'm like, yeah, but you were a different person and that is not, it's not serving you. So it's like, I don't even think about it anymore. So no more asthma, no more allergies, no more eczema, no more depression, no more bulimia from physical healing and emotional healing. But I was still feeling called to do something else. And I'm like, and my emotional healing journey kind of led me into wanting to learn Reiki, which is an energy healing modality. And again, just kind of pulled there, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was studying health coaching at the time. Oh yeah, because when I got back from that retreat, I quit my job. And I'm like, yay, love it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try my own thing. I'm going to try health coaching. I always wanted to be my own boss and work with my sister and stuff. Amazing. So I did that, got into energy healing. I'm like, holy shit. Everything is connected. And why do we not learn this? Why don't we teach us this stuff? And so then I started studying energy healing and the energy body and how it holds our emotions. And then that manifests physically, like what we're feeling. Oh yeah. And I lost 25 pounds because I'm just like, as when I got into energy healing, I got into Reiki. Within 2 months of learning Reiki, I was down like 15 pounds because I was teaching my body how to relax, how to get out of that fight or flight state. And I learned that I was an empath. So I did research on what that was, learned ways to protect my energy field and an energetic hygiene routine. And then that led me into creating my program, Body Talk, which basically combines all of these bodies, physical, emotional, energetic, and mental, emotional, I kind of couple together into a full-fledged, like holistic, healthy body, not just focusing on one area or one symptom, but focusing on like you as a whole energetic being that is being presented as this physical person, you being Laura, me being Monique, and just really teaching people how to communicate with the body and learn like what your body is saying, because my body was telling me that it was having a really hard time with all the food I was eating, having asthma, and my emotions that weren't being expressed, like having asthma and allergies and eczema and all of this stuff. And so that kind of led me to where I'm at today. So didn't really have my own path like nailed down, but it just kind of allowed myself to go where I was and through my own healing journey.
I love that. And Nicole joined us and said, feeling really called to watch this video. Beautiful. I love that you're here with us. And then, hello, beautiful. Hello. Hope you're having an awesome day. Good to see you too. Awesome. So how do you help your people with their energy hygiene routine? What do you recommend?
Yeah, well, first is making them aware that they have one.
Yes.
An energy body. And I just feel like it's important to say this, like, because so if people tune into this and they're like, energy, they're like, what the heck? Or I feel like the people who are watching this are probably open to the idea, but just because I do like to kind of break that barrier between science and energy, like we have a heart, and that heart beats via the autonomic nervous system, which is located in the brain. And the brain is an organ, as we have many organs. Organs are composed of tissues, cells, molecules, and molecules are composed of atoms. And if you were to look at an atom in whatever microscope you're looking at an atom with, you would see that it's mostly space. In fact, if a proton or the nucleus of an atom were the size of an apple, an electron would be about 2.5 miles away and would be the size of a salt cube. So it's like we're mostly space, and we're mostly energetic space, which means that not only are we always emitting frequencies and calling things into us, but that we have the ability to transform ourselves and our lives via our thoughts and our feelings, because those are also energy. So I kind of help people and I walk them through this process of, hey, you're energetic. And it's kind of intimidating at first, but it's really cool because you get to learn how to work with your energy body by just being aware. Number one is being aware that you're energetic. Number two is then becoming aware of how you're feeling around certain people, around in different places, even in situations with people. Even if you walk into a space and your feelings change, maybe it's just the energy of the space, because spaces hold energy as well. After you eat something, how do you feel? A couple hours after you eat something, how do you feel? After you do a movement or an exercise, how do you feel? So just really getting people into feeling, because we're so much thinking. This culture and society is so much into thinking.
Yes.
It disconnects us. So it's just like really getting them used to feeling into their body and becoming aware of how those feelings shift and what your body is saying to you via different feelings or emotions in different situations. So that's number two. And then number three is by recognizing how you feel after the fact. So do you take that energy with you? We're always exchanging energy. Like you and I are exchanging energy right now, even though we're not physically together. You especially exchange energy when you have sex with someone. Yes. You are literally like taking on their energy, especially being females. We take on that male energy. So it's really important to learn then how to cleanse your energetic field. So I always explain this is, if you played in the dirt when you were a kid and you continued like playing outside and going on hikes and rolling down hills, and now you're an adult and you never showered, what would happen? That dirt would cake onto your skin, and we'd be able to see that dirt on our skin. So we know that it's there. And if we never showered, then it'd probably dry. It would cake up. It would probably flake off every once in a while. But if you looked down into your pores, you'd be able to see like little tiny dark spots, because the dirt was like collecting in your pores essentially. So that is our energy body. Our entire life, we are spent exchanging information, energetic information, because that's all energy is information. And so we're spent our entire life exchanging this with people that we say hello to, people that we hug, people that we walk by on the sidewalk, spaces that we walk into, events that we share with other people, situations, you get the point. And so if we're never cleansing that, guess what? You have a lot of dirt built up in your energy body. Just like that physical dirt, if you're not washing that off, it's getting embedded into your energy body, and it literally becomes a part of you. So things that trigger you, things that you don't feel good. You always have an achy shoulder when you have to do something, or when you think about something, your stomach starts to turn, because there's so much energy built up with this situation or like situations or person or like persons, that your body is then literally giving you physical symptoms like, hey, this is not for you. Like, you need to cleanse this energy out of your space. So then we go into cleansing, and I can give you a couple examples if we want to go into that.
Definitely.
So the first thing is really easy. It's just called return to sender. And this is how I was taught. So this is how I will teach you. And again, with energy, it's like, do what feels right for you. If I say something and you're like, okay, I dig that, but I kind of feel like I want to give it a spin, like a personal spin, do it, because it's all about intention. And so what you can do is just, well, first be aware of how you're feeling before and then how you feel after. And then if you just feel like icky or something, or you can do this now because we've all exchanged energy. So what you can do is just, you're setting the intention. You're just saying, you just take a couple deep breaths, really feel into your body. And you can just set the intention to, whatever energy is not mine that I've picked up from other people, places, or situations, I now lovingly return to sender. And just know, you can repeat this a couple times in your head. When I first started this, I would repeat it in my mind and like 3 or 4 times until I really, because I'm just like one of those people, I'm like, just to make sure. So,
double check it.
And then what you can do is you say, so you've just sent the energy back. So you say, I now call all of my energy back from the universe with love. And then you can just expect to be filled with this loving energy. Your energy is recharged and revitalized from the universe. You're sending that energy back to sender or out into the universe to be transmuted. So that's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is called just like an energy sweep. And it's something physical, which helps us because most of us are really into the physical. So you just go from your shoulder down to your hand, and it's just like you're sweeping off the energy. And you can do about 3 times down each arm. And you can say that I'm sending, sweep with us. It feels good. And you can say like, I'm sending the energy back, or you can just set the intention of, I'm sending this energy back. Whatever is not mine, I'm sending it back. And then again, you can just kind of sit there and just, now I'm calling my energy back. I'm refilling my energetic tank. And then the last one that I'll share is just kind of like it's like you're almost like raking through your energy field. So you can just kind of imagine like a mini you in front of you. And it's just kind of like you're just like raking through your field. And as you rake through your field, you're just kind of imagining just like cleansing your entire field. You can imagine like water coming down, or just kind of like scooping out any denseness in your energy field that's not yours.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. So those are just some quick little exercises that I've learned that have really, really helped.
Amazing. And Bridget says, thank you, Monique and Laura. Great topic. And Sarah, hi, beauties. And Kalina, loving this already. Hello. So glad that you're joining us.
Hello.
And hi, Maria. Hope you're having an awesome day. And I love all those, like the first one, like I felt that a lot. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was like totally hanging on to other people's ideas. I feel like so much better right now. And it's like interesting because I have huge, like powerful, like clearing routines that I do all the time. And it's like, set the intention of like, when I wash my hands, I'm doing it. When I'm having a shower, I'm doing it. Like every time I'm done with a client, I have a ritual that I do, like all these different things. And I teach other empaths like quick ways to do it too. But it's like, especially when we get triggered, it's harder to remember to be like, you're in it and you're thinking about all the things. And then it's like, oh yeah, if I just cleared the energy, that would make me feel amazing.
Yeah.
Be mindful of that, guys. Sometimes if you're triggered, you might be like, oh yeah. But yeah, like bringing awareness to that, especially people who don't know they're empaths, like that was a huge thing for me to realize. Cause like I used to be a huge people pleaser and a perfectionist and like good girl and like straight A and like everything that everyone else wanted me to be, because I was taking on all their stuff all the time. So that was a huge realization when I started getting into like the spiritual and energy healing world, was like all the stuff I was taking on of other people. And one of the ones that I love and love to teach with my clients is like clear and then ground and then shield. So like clear your energy off with whatever kind of like water imagery you like. I like the shower or the waterfall. So you can just be like, oh my God, it feels so good and warm and awesome. Then grounding. So like putting like your feet on the earth and imagining that you're like a tree and like rooting down and like filling your entire body up with that energy. And then like shielding yourself up like a present. So like I envision like white golden pure
golden light
energy. Yes, it feels so good. And like wrap it around me completely, and love and light comes in and love and light goes out. So then I know that I'm good and they're good, and I'm not creating any kind of like separation with like the negative people or the old things or toxic situations like I used to have in my life or workplaces or those kind of things. It's like, okay, I'm shielded and they're shielded. And that was like a huge like, wow, this is a huge difference. One time like anytime I had ever gone into a hospital, like I always felt like terrible and horrible, and it was bad. And then one time I had to take a loved one in an ambulance to a hospital and then just stay overnight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I have these tools. Cause like in my head, I'm like, this would be my worst experience ever. And like hearing people moaning and crying and like all these things. And I'm like, I'm okay. I was so weirded out by, it was like new in my journey where I'm like, thank you, universe, for teaching me the lesson right before I needed it. Because, oh my God, the old me would be like in a ball being like, why is this happening to me? All the victim stories, all the bad stuff. And I was just like, fine in my body. And I'm like, so grateful for that. So whatever way that feels good for you guys, like make a mental note of that, put up a post-it note to like start getting in that hygiene routine where you're like, yeah, every time I'm brushing my teeth, I'm also clearing my body. Like get in that habit. It's so supportive for your like entire well-being.
Yes, totally. I'm so glad that you brought up golden light. I always use golden light, just quick spiral down the entire body, or like honey oozing over you, knowing that it's protecting you before you walk into a space, especially a crowded space, especially a hospital. And then even using it like at the end to just kind of like you said, the cleansing thing, knowing that golden light is so high vibrating. So like only good, only love and light's going to get in, and only love and light from you is going to get out. It's an awesome tool for anyone who just like wants something quick. Just know that you can always use golden light. It's an awesome tool.
I love it so much. And let's get into that visualization and like healing energy for them to really connect back into their bodies. So I know everyone, like I get the whole like tendency of listening to this in the background while you're doing other stuff, but just give yourself the gift for a couple minutes to really go deep into this experience with us so you can get connected back to your body and know the difference between your thoughts and your energy and all that. Get clear on that.
Yes. So this, I was actually wanting to do, this will be like a quick, we'll keep it to about 3 to 5 minute meditation. And it's a way, it's one of the exercises that I teach in Body Talk, is a way to kind of learn to start feeling into your body. The best way to become embodied is to trust your feelings and trust your body. And so this is just a quick yes, no exercise. So we're going to start with the first part of the meditation is an amazing way to kind of help you feel safe, help your energy feel safe. We use golden light. And then we're going to go into just a quick little exercise of feeling what a yes might feel like in your body, and then feeling what a no might feel like in your body. And this is a great tool that you can use to like, should I hang out with this person? Should I go to this place? Or just like, does this food serve me? Does this food not serve me? What does this food feel like to me? It might be very subtle for those of you if this is your first time doing this. So I just recommend you to come back to this video and do it again and try it again. After a few times of trying it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I got a yes, or oh my gosh, I can feel the no. So if that's okay, I'd love to do that exercise. And then maybe talk about like what comes up for you during it, just so people can kind of get an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay. So we'll just close our eyes for anyone watching. And we're going to start by just taking 3 deep belly breaths. So as you breathe, you really want to expand your belly out. And as you breathe out, really letting your belly fall. And this is an amazing way to really slip down into your lower chakras. To just start feeling into your body. Okay. I'm just keeping with that belly breath. Just want you to shift attention to the top of your head. Right where your crown chakra would be, right at the top of your head. I just want you to imagine a golden light, like a golden ball of light, just kind of hanging out around the top of your head. And just imagine this golden light kind of slowly swirling down around the top of your head. And down around your forehead, down to your eyebrows and your eyes. Swirling down around your nose and over your ears and the back of your head. Down over your mouth and your chin. Swirling down around your neck And as this golden light starts to move and encapsulate your body, maybe you can feel a slight warmth, start to feel a little lighter. And it swirls down over your shoulders, down either of your arms, to your elbows, moving down to your hands. And just kind of creating a pool of golden light down in your hands. Swirls down over your chest, down your torso, to your belly button, down the back of your neck, over your mid-back, swirling down around your torso, over your lower stomach, into the small of your back. You can feel this golden light swirling down around your butt and hips. Down either of your thighs. Moving down your thighs into your knees. Moving down your knees, over your legs. Swirling down over your feet into the earth. So you are now totally surrounded by this field of golden light, knowing that you're totally safe, supported, loved. And I want you to bring your attention to your heart center, so the center of your chest. Just take a deep breath and bring your awareness here. Just notice anything that you're feeling. Not to change it, just to notice it. So I just want you to ask yourself in your mind, body, what does a yes feel like? Or show me what a yes feels like. You can do this a couple of times if you need to, or you can just simply ask and just kind of hang out and see what comes up. Okay, now let go of that feeling. Now I want you to say, body, what does a no feel like? Or body, show me what a no feels like. Okay, now let go of that feeling and come back to neutral. Now just one more. I want you to ask your body a 100% yes. So you could say, body is my name, whatever your name is, or body is today, whatever day it is. Just a 100% yes, and notice if you can feel any slight shifts. Okay, and now I want you to ask a 100% no, or say a statement that's 100% no. So you can just do, body, my name is something that it isn't, or today is Sunday. And just feel what that feels like in your body. Okay, and let go of that and come back to neutral. Bringing your awareness back to your heart center. You can bring your hands to your heart if you feel called, but just give your body some love. Let your body know that you're so grateful for it. Thank your body for always being there for you. You can thank your higher self if you feel called to do so, just guiding you. You can take one to 3 deep breaths and just open your eyes whenever you feel called to do so.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, I love energy so
much. Of
course.
I know.
I'm all warm now.
I know. I love those types of exercises.
Me too. Woo. And water's good, guys. That's why we just drink water. Back again.
Yeah, water's a great way to get back into your body.
Yes. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And I definitely felt like my yes being like light, happy, peaceful energy, like in my chest, like so my heart or higher. Like definitely saying like my name is Laura, like it was like wave of like good, positive, yummy energy. And then my nose were definitely like lower belly, like the pit of my stomach, like feeling like gross, like when something's off, like when you're like like that was the no feeling. And I love if you guys shared with us too what your yeses and what your no's feels like, because it can be so different for so many people and everything's always like unique and beautiful for exactly how you're at on your journey.
Yes, I love that you said that. Yeah, if anyone did that along with us, or if you're watching the replay and you did it, please share, because it can be so beneficial for other people to see the different yeses and nos, because you might have something that happened to you, but someone else is experiencing it in a totally different way, like you said. So there's no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong when you're working with the body. It's only what's right for you and what's wrong for you. There's no like, this is the right answer, this is the wrong answer. So that's awesome.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And how can people connect with your awesome energy and your body talk after the show?
Yes. So I'm actually going to be running my next course of body talk in mid-March. So if you are on Facebook, which you are because you're watching from Facebook.
Yes, I posted on YouTube and other places too. So
okay. Then feel free to friend or follow me. You can type in www.facebook.com, either follow my tag on this post if you're watching, or facebook.com /Monique.Hayes.73. Or on Instagram, I am at Monique Hayes Healing.
Awesome.
And then my website's MoniqueHayesHealing.com. But I typically do a lot of my advertising on Facebook and Instagram for my programs and stuff.
Beautiful. And do you want to put those in the comments below?
So yes, I will comment those. Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. I love that. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I was seeing before, but that's Bridget saying thank you for before. I was like, did we say that anymore? Okay. I'm still on track. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Monique, for sharing that with us and for doing all the beautiful work you're doing with Body Talk. I'm so excited for people to like deepen that connection with all of their bodies, because it's so important. Like holistic healing is fundamental, and unfortunately it's not like shouted from the rooftops or like shared all the time with people. And it's like, well, if there's a physical thing happening in your body, there's other things happening in your other bodies as well. So it's important to see all of the connections, that you're getting the root of the problem and you're healing everything that you need to for your highest and best good. So I encourage you guys to go check her out and to continue making the Love and Light Show a weekly habit in your life. So it's usually Monday at 1 Atlantic, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. And I think we have another Wednesday bonus episode next week too. I'll definitely double check, but I think we do. So I encourage you guys to continue making that a habit and a positive, awesome thing in your life, and to share it out with any loved one or person in your life that you feel might need this message about how to cleanse their energy or how to like have a holistic healing in their life, and to get kind of more information about the science behind it, because I know that a lot of us light workers have some friends or family members who aren't really into all this like woo-woo stuff. So if you would just want to like share it out on your wall or something, then maybe they'll just see and feel drawn to this video, like a couple people were feeling drawn to. So maybe it'll help and support your friends and family members who might be like, I like the science behind these things and that there is all this space around us and what is that, and get curious about how they can move
Yes.
forward on their healing journey. So I encourage you guys to do whatever feels in harmony with your highest and is good for that. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Sending you so much love. Bye.